To me, Women's Day is a celebration. It's a day where we can come together and really honor all of the amazing achievements made by women throughout history. A lot of times, many achievements are either overlooked or they're just not talked about. So today is a day where we can come together, learn about our history, share our stories, and amplify each other's voices.
Women's Day is a day to celebrate women who went against gender norms to create change. It's also a day to bring light to topics such as unequal pay and gender equality, and to inspire younger generations of women.
To me, National Women's Day means celebrating and appreciating the strides that women past and present have made in society and in our bases of knowledge. I think there's so many underrated or ignored female figures in history that deserve to be recognized in a month like this, to appreciate how they paved the way for girls like me to build on their successes and create this new age where girls can do anything.
It's a celebration of how far women have come and how much further we'll go over the next generations.
To me, Women's Day is a day to celebrate the accomplishments and achievements of women throughout history despite the struggles that we've had to overcome.
My role models have been all my female STEM teachers.
My main role model would have to be my mom. My mom has been there for me through all of my ups and downs and taught me so much about life, but she's also been able to instill my passion for the STEM field. Throughout her educational journey, she was always in classrooms where men would outnumber the woman, and a lot of times she was told that she couldn't study in what she was passionate in. Yet, she was able to overcome all of these obstacles and ended up pursuing a career in her favorite STEM field. She's shown me that hard work and dedication can help me achieve my goals. She's also been able to show me I shouldn't limit myself based off of what society has to say.
My female role models would have to be Frida Kahlo, Diana Spencer, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And I admire them because despite all the obstacles that they had to face in their life that could have, held them back or just made them quit, they persevered and made their mark on the world.
Some of my role models are Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, aka AOC, who is the youngest woman to be elected into Congress, and Greta Thunberg, who's actively speaking out on climate change. Both of these women are continuously speaking out on topics they feel strongly about, even when there's so many people trying to discourage them.
Specific role models of mine include Marie Curie, Maya Angelou, Rosa Parks, Amelia Earhart, but in a more broader sense, women who had to work 10 times harder than a man would have to spread their message or make a name for themselves.
I joined GEMS because I wanted to be in a community of young, motivated women who had a passion for STEM. In so many of my STEM classes and extracurriculars, I would always notice there were so many boys, but I would never see any girls, and a lot of times I didn't even feel welcome. After learning about GEMS, I realized how I can spread my passion for STEM with other girls, but also be in a community surrounded by so many people who are there to support me.
I'm a part of GEMS because it's such an empowering organization that teaches me and my fellow girls that we can change the narrative. Science doesn't have to be a male-dominated field. We can do anything as long as we believe in that cause.
I'm a part of GEMS because I want to encourage other young girls to go into STEM-related fields. I'm also part of GEMS because I love the idea of women working together and empowering each other in a field that's not a traditionally women-majority field.
I think it's really important to have this big environment of girls who all share the same passion for STEM. Not only can we all relate to one another, but we're also always encouraging each other to continue to grow our interest in it.
I like GEMS because it's a place where I can explore topics and subjects that I'm interested in with a community that has the same goals that I do.
To close the gender gap, we can start by bringing awareness to issues such as unequal pay. We can also empower women around us by pushing each other to achieve our goals, no matter how big or small they may be.
I think we can empower women simply by supporting each other, because I think in this world it's pretty easy as a girl to be knocked down or just stressed over the future and our goals and what we want to achieve and this and that. So by motivating and challenging one another, we can in turn change the world.
I believe that in order to close the gender gap, we have to empower other women. And a few ways that we can empower other women is by spreading awareness for opportunities that they can benefit from politically, socially, and economically, both in and out of the work field.
The gender gap is very prevalent in society today. But we can overcome this issue if we come together and empower one another. We need to share our stories, celebrate our history. We need to break this stereotype and encourage girls and women all across the world to do whatever it is that they believe in.
I started GEMS because I realized there was an obvious discrepancy between men and women in STEM. I've learned a lot more about this gap and why it's prevalent. not only for women, but people of color. The purpose of GEMS is to minimize this gap and celebrate those who have gone before us, making our mission possible. International Women's Day allows us to do just that. This is a day allowing us to express our gratitude to the female trailblazers, giving us a chance to move forward. This day allows us to reflect and reaffirm a positive mindset throughout the year. I was lucky enough to talk to Ms. Adkins about women in STEM and her journey in STEM, and she started describing these studies that women work better in groups. They like to collaborate, and GEMS allows me to do just that. It allows all of us. And I think that that's a beautiful thing, and I think that my role models come from the teams that I'm a part of, and I've been really lucky to be a part of some amazing teams. There can be a perpetuated mentality that my success cannot equal your success. However, I negate this idea and saying that our success together can be more powerful than your success or my success alone. And I just want to leave you with loving each other and the message of knowing that you're not alone, and leaning on the people around you to help you can be impactful to not only you but them, and it can really produce a more positive message or a more impactful project. And so I hope that I can leave you with some type of sense that my success equals your success, and I hope that you can continue with this mindset and collaborate and have teams and partners and people in your life that you can lean on to feel like you will always succeed. Because if one of us is succeeding, you are succeeding as well. The United Nations declared March 8th as International Women's Day. And this year of 2021, the theme is Choose to Challenge. And so with Choose to Challenge theme in mind, I challenge all of you to continue inspiring the people around you. And to every single one of you gems, you have touched me. You've encouraged me to keep going when I wasn't sure how. And now I challenge all of you to continue supporting and uplifting each other as I go off to college. I am excited for your future, and I am so proud of where we are. We would not be here if it weren't for all of you. I love science, technology, math, and engineering, but I love all of you. So happy International Women's Day.